Okay. All right. Big episode, massive.
It's a large episode. It's going to be extremely large.
We have a
larger than life personality in the house.
The king of downtown.
The mayor of Downtown Hattiesburg.
The guy really running things, making decisions, Harry Goff. It's going to be huge.
Yeah, he's a mover shaker for sure. He's keeping it real down there close to the bottling company. What is that? Market Street, Mobile Street? They all run together.
It's Mobile Street, like Alabama.
Yeah.
Well, there's that huge, like, it's like almost, I don't know if you'd call it an atrium. We'll get clarification on what you call this really cool outdoor space he has. It's like there's going to be like a market pretty much.
Yeah, it's definitely a vibe. I mean, you got the Lucky Rabbit right there. You got SoPro, again, the bottling company, the grill and grocery, everything that's going on downtown. Vibes are there, but vibes are coming.
Giving life to downtown and making sure buildings are occupied, like Nelson Haskins said 2 weeks ago. It's like, we just got to have buildings occupied. So lots of people can talk about it. Very few people will actually do something about it. And we're about to talk to somebody who's going to do something about it. So after this, Harry Goff, the mayor of downtown.
Let's go.
It's the Hottest Street Boys.
Like and subscribe. Jamie, did you know that this episode is brought to you by Community Bank?
Community Bank?
Hey, have you been dreaming of starting your own business?
I actually have.
Are you ready to remodel your home?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to talk about it. Maybe you just need a well-deserved vacation.
You're telling me.
I could use a vacation, let me tell you. Whatever the reason, when you need some extra cash, Community Bank is here to help. Their comprehensive personal loan options are designed to ensure you achieve your goals in all areas of life. So you need to just let Community Bank help you on your path to success. I love a path to success.
Exactly. I mean, get a small business loan. Next thing you know, you're buying up all these cameras and all this gear.
Yeah.
And you're starting your own podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows?
Oh, wait, you could take out a loan to start your own podcast?
Yeah.
Why didn't we do that?
I don't know. We wanted to go the harder route, I guess.
We totally should have called Community Bank sooner.
You're telling me.
You could have avoided a lot of tears.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of sweat and tears.
Community Bank, a community you can count on.
Member FDIC.
Equal housing lender. Dude, we're so good at the FDIC.
I'm telling you, dude. Got this.
Yeah, Harry Goff, Harry Goff. Turn your head and golf, Harry Goff, Harry Goff. He don't play golf. He's down from the coast. He's down Jackson County. Trying to get all the kinds of that, the bounty. Trying to get the Chevron money, the Chevron money. Try to give it to his little honey, Marsha. She's in the kitchen. Ride by on your bicycle and wave at them. They're right across the street from the bottling company. And they're always down for company. So you can go and knock on his door. They're always down for company.
Yeah, we're not trying to invite people to your house. Sorry, man.
He'll serve up some food.
It's too late.
Harry Goff. Harry Goff.
That was funny.
Well, thanks, Massive.
Thank you.
That was impressive. Harry Goff, the mayor of downtown. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We're great. We were just talking. You said you only lived in Hattiesburg for 9 years. Why does it feel like you've been here forever? And I mean that in the nicest way.
Yeah, I know. It seems like I've been here longer in some ways, in some ways not. But yeah, most people are shocked when they said, "What? You've only been here like 9 years? I thought you were here all your life."
Yeah. Well, you're a fixture in downtown.
Yeah.
We talk about that a lot, like supporting things locally. And Jamie, the couch is fine.
Sorry.
You don't have to fight the couch. But you support local places. I mean, I see you at Hattiesburgers and Blues a lot. We're big fans of Nelson Haskins. We don't care who knows it because everyone knows it.
Right.
So what do you love most about downtown Hattiesburg?
What drew me to it, I love the architecture and also the walkability and the potential, because it's so much potential. And this is the most excitement, the most enthusiasm I've seen since in the only 9 years I've been here. But there's so much going on. We got a lot of momentum right now going on in downtown.
Well, the last time it felt like this was like 2013. That was Click Boutique days, Boom Boom Room days, and had some really great people who were on Front Street. And now that's why it's so impressive that Nelson's doing it by himself. Not by himself, but by himself, because those are formidable people. And you're also, you have some stuff you're working on downtown. Can you tell us what it is? Because we heard there's no secrets in downtown.
Yeah.
So we got to know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there might be.
Well, you know, number one, I'm excited about what all's going on downtown. All the buildings that we're developing across from Lucky Rabbit coming back toward the bottling company. And my plan was to get the roofs repaired because they'd been heavily damaged from Katrina and completely abandoned since then, for like, what, 15 years? 16.
Yeah, years of neglect.
Yes, and so my plan was to get the roofs restored and get the facade up, you know, to where it looked good from the outside and put a for lease sign on it. Well, we're not completely through with the facade yet, and I've had all 3 storefronts leased now for the last 6 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, so I didn't even get to that point. So I'm really excited about that.
Man.
And I can share, as of a couple of weeks ago, I got permission, if anybody asks. And this is another thing, it's a coincidence, but they're going to work great together. One is going to be a women's boutique. The other storefront right adjacent to it is going to be a women's shoe store. Neither one of them knew what the other one was doing. They approached us, but I mean, it's a perfect combination.
Love that.
Yeah.
So get your shoes, get your dress.
Yeah.
Sunday's finest.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God, shoes.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. And then the other one, the smaller space, is going to be a gourmet popcorn and ice cream shop.
Pop, pop.
Yep.
Whoop.
Pop,
Yes.
pop. Love
And
that.
I mean, I sit there every day and I look at the people coming to and from the Lucky Rabbit. And I mean, nobody's going to walk by an ice cream shop without stopping, you know. And we have a lot of foot traffic through that area. So I think those are going to be 3 great additions to downtown.
Well, that's huge because you have that corridor from basically all the way from Saks to SoPro, where Lucky Rabbit's been holding it down.
Absolutely.
And shutting Mobile Street down for, like, it looks like a mini carnival every month, which is just like, what? Which is really cool. Shout out to the Thaxtons for, like, really, just
they're-
grinding.
You know, Brandon and Abby are probably, that's such a huge part of downtown. Because not only bring people there shopping, I see people staring out my front window. They're going to all these restaurants for breakfast and lunch every day when Lucky Rabbit's open. So it's a huge economic benefit to downtown. And then with Nelson, another great contributor, as y'all mentioned, is doing a great job. Now about to open his 5th restaurant. Now we need more Thaxtons and Nelsons in downtown.
We talked about it when Nelson was on it. It kind of feels like being the first person out on the dance floor. It can be scary, but it pays off in the end, you know? And I do think we're starting to see this might be the beginning of the era of it really paying off.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially with New Year's too. That's a great way to, like, celebrate together as a city. The more buildings that are full and have lights on and business owners in it, the better. I think that it's just the better people feel, you know?
Oh, yeah. And another thing I might add was SoPro, them doing the renovations to make it a full service restaurant. That was huge. I mean, I think I look at downtown as it's like you have all the stores, and it's like a shopping mall or where you have anchor stores. And SoPro is now the anchor on that side of downtown. And they're doing a great job. I know y'all been there many times. And
That's the shirt, man.
yeah,
That's so proud.
absolutely.
Y'all are like downtown hip JC Penney, bro,
That's right.
but still in business.
Yeah, I ate there twice last week. So
Yes. So, anyways,
Heck
I'm excited about all the great things that are going on.
Yeah, that's so that open space that's across the street. What is that? Because I always thought that looked like a scene from John Wick. Like you could have a sick rave, the outdoor courtyard.
Yeah.
Just Massive DJ J is he could play a killer show. I see glow sticks and I see lots of bottled water. I mean, is that a thing that y'all have thought about, using that space outdoors?
Well, you know, initially we were going to have maybe like a little food truck court. And I think we may still do that. But what my vision is, long term, I'd love to see a little restaurant / cafe / bar on the rear, and have some indoor seating, and then but say half of it would be the outdoor seating out front. So you walk in from the street, and you'll have open air, with some sails and shade and protection, and then have an indoor on inclement days when the weather's bad. So that's what I see down the road, and I'm confident that it's going to happen.
Yeah, very European. I like that. In the daytime, coffee shop. At night, possibly rave.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a lot of things. I mean, I'm excited.
Yeah. Oh, it's an exciting time to be alive, but especially in Hattiesburg, there's a lot of. I do think we're kind of going through a renaissance. There's a lot of focus on artists too that aren't necessarily associated with the university. While I'm very pro Southern Miss, and I don't care who knows it, it's almost like this is the era of the townie. Like people are actually getting. You don't have to be a professor or work at the school or be a student to feel like you belong here. Do you feel like you belong here now? 9 years in. I still don't believe that it was only 9, but do you feel like this is home?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it really does. I have no regret.
What's best case scenario for Hattiesburg? If you could draw it up, Harry Goff, architect of the city, what would you want to see done?
My focus is on downtown. Most people agree, but we need a hotel, a boutique hotel. And also, there's a market out there for condos downtown. We have apartments, and we got more apartments going to be coming online with Joel Ingram at the Comp building, and that's great. But there's still a market for condos. Not everyone wants to rent. So, I mean, that's two things I think is a no gamble. I mean, a boutique hotel, there's no doubt in my mind that it would work. With all the venues we have downtown.
Oh yeah.
And I see it every day, or not every weekend. Like this past weekend at the bottling company, and on any given wedding, as y'all know, there's probably 24 people at least that are coming from out of town, and they're getting a hotel out at the interstate. And we have several venues. We have the Federal Court building. We have Circuit Court. We have the Sanger. There's a demand here that we could make a boutique hotel work.
Yeah, and then you could like pretend that it's haunted. And then people would, we could just make it up. No one's going to know.
Absolutely.
And pretend it's haunted, and then just undercut Hotel Indigo by $10 a night. So there you go. People would.
Dude, it's haunted.
Dude, it's haunted.
It is haunted.
And it's $10 cheaper than Hotel Indigo per night.
Well, it's like this. If you guys were going to a wedding reception, say at the bottling company or down at the bakery building.
Yeah.
Okay, you're from out of town. And you got to get in a hotel somewhere in Hattiesburg, and you've been at a reception for 3 hours. Would you rather be able to walk back to your hotel or drive out to the interstate?
There's an argument for people, even locals, who would still get a hotel.
Oh, I got a buddy. He told me, said, if we had a hotel in downtown, he lives in Midtown. He said, if we had a hotel in downtown, I would stay there 2 or 3 times a year. And he lives in Midtown.
He lives in the city. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Booked up on New Year's for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, I think about we were talking earlier about Last for Life. That's such a just baller downtown event.
Yes.
That would definitely be like, mark my calendar.
Yes.
Book in that night every year because it's so much fun. And then, so Last for Life too, that Smile, that mural, that's on your building? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Okay. And you definitely painted it yourself, right?
No. I didn't. No.
You totally
Print Sign Company.
River Prince?
Yeah.
He was on the show once.
Yeah. He was on the show.
He does a great job. He's done a lot of things in downtown.
Yeah, he loves a mural.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
He knows how to spell Hattiesburg real well.
Yeah.
I bet he does.
And I assume he's like a killer dad too, so congrats, River.
Yes.
So downtown, boutique hotel. How do we get that done? So, because this is my thing, I'm really good at. I like talking, but I don't know how good I am at like. I like to have like a plan of action. So, what can like the ordinary like common man like me do to get a boutique hotel done? Like, is there like, are there official ways to go about it? Is it putting like? Should I create a bunch of fake Twitter accounts and then pressure like a real estate developer into doing it? Like, what do we do?
Yeah. Well, anybody can do it anytime they want to, but when you have out of town people, you have to have something to take to them to convince them, hey, it can work. And they are in the process, and I think they're almost complete. They're doing a feasibility study. I think Mississippi Power is funding that study to come up and so how we can justify that, yes, a boutique hotel will work in downtown Hattiesburg, and that's coming on shortly. And there's an interested party, okay, is all I'm going to say right now, that's interested in doing that. So I'm got my fingers crossed that it's going to happen.
Yeah. As a resident downtown expert, Massive J, I want you to pick Mr. Goff's brain a little bit.
All right. Harry, I've known you for a couple years.
Or more than that.
Okay, I know that Hattiesburgers and Blues is in the old Boom Boom Room.
Yes.
Which is your space, I believe, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us about what it was like taking on the Boom Boom Room and turning it into what it is now?
Yeah, well, Ben Schemper is a good friend of mine, and we had been talking for, like a year, and he kept telling me, I'm getting burnt out, says, I am not going to be running a bar when I'm in my 40s. He kept telling me that. And here, let's see, I think it was must have been 18 or 19, and it was during, and we've been talking back and forth some, but nothing real serious. And it was on New Year's Eve. And of course, it was a party, with dropping the ball and all that. So I had went by there for a while, and I opened up a tab, and then I'm going down to Blue Jazz and this, that. And so I came back the cupcake was shutting down 1 o'clock, 1:30, whatever it was, ready to shut everything down and head back to the house. So I'm going to pay my tab. And bartender said it's been taken care of. So I go over there and say, oh, what? And so Ben's back behind the bar. He hands me a napkin with a number on it. Didn't say a word. And I said, that got my attention, walked out. So anyway, shortly thereafter, we did some negotiating, and I ended up buying it from Ben.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's interesting. But yeah, he's a good buddy of mine. So
that's a cool backstory. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
Yeah. And so I bought it with just a leap of faith. I didn't have anybody lined up, and I started working on Nelson. And so we got together, and it's been great. Nelson's a great guy, and I knew he'd do well. And so, so that's it. So, but anyway, I'm really excited or glad that he's doing good there. Hattiesburgers and Blues is killing it. And it's really a great space. And, by me buying it and renovating, I had to update everything, with ADA and all that. But I'm proud of it anyway.
I love being in there just because Boom Boom Room was such a big deal for me growing up, in college and afterward. Music-wise, I played some of the best shows of my life there.
Absolutely.
With Adam Kelly and Bill Sewell, Daryl Havard, a place where my band could play. It was just so I called him, I called Nelson St. Nelson, but I originally called Ben St. Benny. Cooking chicken out in the front, man. It just made it makes me feel happy just thinking about it. And that's what I want downtown to have more of. Is I understand it needs to be focused on business, and we all got to get paid. But most of all, I just want people to have the same memories I have of Boom Boom Room, but somewhere else now. So where's the new spot going to be that people are like, oh my gosh, I really think there's huge potential in the Bourbon on Front with Nelson. I think that's a huge deal. But there's just so much going on. It's
the Grill and
so
Grocery.
exciting.
the Grill Grocery, Carl and Tina have done a good job.
That is the place where you play music, you have to go there.
Yes,
you know, you like
absolutely.
music, you got
Yes.
just listening to music, you got to go
Yes,
there.
yes.
So yeah, you're right. They've really. I'm glad G&G is alive and well too. So, but man, this has been great, Harry. We got to thank you so much for sitting down and talking with us. And is there anything we should keep our eyes on downtown regarding the boutiques? Is there a way to keep up with them on social media, or any teasers you got for us?
No, not really, not yet,
Okay.
Okay. But I did put that out there here the other day. You know, once I got the approval from them, you know, I didn't want to go get ahead of it. But
Okay.
they're all committed. They're excited.
Okay.
I can't wait. And so.
And those social, let's go ahead and say this, in the future, at time of shooting, we may not have links, but in the future, check the description below. There are links to follow the boutique, the shoe store, and gourmet popcorn and ice cream. I mean, yeah, ice cream in the summer in Mississippi after you go buy something at the Lucky Rabbit.
Yes.
I mean, come on. Can't beat that. But Harry, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you. I've
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Appreciate what you're doing downtown, man, for real.
For
Well,
sure.
thank you. I enjoy it.
Yeah. Hattiesburg's lucky to have you, for sure.
Well, thanks.
Massive, can you play us out?
Yes.
Yeah,
Hey, thank you. Appreciate you, man. This
he
so
was on
great.
the show. Back in the sack with the cameraman. Harry Goff in the show. Hardy Boy, that's the show.